I wanted to see a kiwi bird in New Zealand, but I didn't know how hard it was going to be. In this video, I show you the lengths it takes to track down a wild kiwi. We've been in New Zealand for 1 week, and guess how many kiwi birds we've seen? 0! First thing you'll learn is that kiwis are really hard to find, and they're really rare. So we went out to an island because we thought that's where they're going to be, and the bird sanctuary is on an island. So we went out there, and we didn't see any. So that's when we learned the second thing about kiwis. They're nocturnal. So not only do you have to go to like their super secret hideouts, but you have to go at night, which means you got to stay overnight in one of these islands. Who knew? So that's what we're gonna do now. 700 meters to the coffee bomb. I don't know what it is, but I need it in my life. Always stop for coffee. We're on our way to Stewart Island, which is at the very, very bottom of New Zealand. So you have to go first all the way to Invercargill, which is the biggest city in the south, and then another half hour to Bluff, and that's where you get a ferry to Stewart Island, which is like the birder's paradise of New Zealand. It's where there's a predator-free island, so there's no possums, no mice, no rats, and the birds thrive there. So much so that they raise the birds there and then put them on the other islands of New Zealand to repopulate the birds of New Zealand. It's gonna be a fantastic day. House sparrows everywhere. That's like, it should be the national bird of New Zealand, house sparrows. Everywhere you look. Yeah. This is a famous South Island Route 6 cheese roll. Apparently it's a white piece of bread rolled up with a bunch of cheese and onions and some sort of jam in the middle.
Relish?
We'll find out.
And it comes with butter.
Do I put the butter on top? Like add more butter?
Or dip it in butter.
Well, it's kind of soft. I'm just gonna do more on top. All right, first bite. Oh, cheesy. Oniony. It's like a grilled cheese rolled up into a Swiss roll. Going to Stewart Island, getting on the ferry here to go find a kiwi. Got our ferry tickets and going to Stewart Island to see the kiwi. We're on the ferry now. It's 35 kilometers from Bluff to Stewart Island. We're on the 415 ferry? No, sorry, 515. 515. We're on the 515 ferry. It'll take 1 hour to get there.
Only 5:05.
We're leaving early. And then we'll get there, and then we'll have 2 hours before our Kiwi excursion hike. So we're gonna check into the hotel. We have to stay overnight. Apparently the hotel owner is going to meet us at the ferry terminal and drive us, because it's a 5-minute walk to the hotel, but he has to drive us. I guess it's up a giant hill. We'll find out. And then we've got dinner reservations at 7, and then the Kiwi walk starts at 8. That's a full day. They said they don't guarantee kiwis, but they're like 90% of the time we'll see it at dark. 80% of the time we might even see it before it gets dark. But we'll hear it. I guess they make this shrieking call throughout the woods. So I'm excited to hear that, the kiwi call. And then on the boat, I hope to see some big birds, like some albatrosses or some shearwaters, some cool pelagic birds. Thank you. Where's the best coffee on the island?
Right here.
Right here, on the ferry. Okay.
You're drinking it. There you go.
This is the best. This is the best it gets. Only disappointment on the island.
You could try the snaggery, but I think that this is pretty good.
Okay, what flavor, what type of beans do you use here? All instant?
Secret.
Secret.
Recipe.
Crystallized for the right amount of time. All right, very good. Can I taste it in front of you? All right,
Yeah.
here we go. You think I should have got the beer? Yeah. Delicious, thank you. As far as instant coffee goes, it's probably 4 out of 10 on the instant coffee scale. But the cup design, 10 out of 10. We've got a coffee cup, we got the New Zealand sheep, and a Kiwi. A bungee jumper off the Sky Tower from Auckland. The ferns, like you see on the rugby logo. And a parrot stealing somebody's sunglasses. I think that's the Kia. So, as far as bird design, 10 out of 10 on the cup. There's a whole bunch of small birds flying next to the boat. I gotta figure those out. But I did see one big black bird identified as the sooty shearwater.
What do you have?
My first ever albatross. Look at that. It's enormous. The albatrosses have the largest wingspan of any bird, 9 feet wide. They're called tube noses because they got their bill's a giant tube where they filter the salt water and make it drinkable. That's why they never have to find land to get drinking water. They take the salt water and drink it. There's another one flying. They're so big. All right, new favorite bird, albatross. Rick's big Kiwi adventure.
Got everything?
I got my wallet, my phone, but that's not important. I got my binoculars, my scope, my tripod, my adapter, my hat, my field guide. What did you bring? Anything important? What's in your pocket? What, there's something round in your pocket. I think you brought something. What is it? What are you smuggling in your pocket? Is there something on your bucket list you want to tell anybody?
Well, I have one big bucket list for New Zealand.
What would that be?
To see a kiwi while eating a kiwi.
So, don't tell me you brought a kiwi fruit with you. All right, let's make that wish come true. All right, we're in the small town of Oban, the only city on Stewart Island, and the only restaurant, the South Sea Hotel. So get reservations and look at the catch of the day. Oh, fresh salmon. That looks so good. My goodness. All right. Fuel for the Kiwi trip. And what'd you get?
That's the lamb salad.
Delish.
Cheers.
Gotta finish every good meal with a double espresso. It's better than the Ferry. I gotta admit, it's a pretty good espresso. Let's go find a kiwi. The tokoeka, the southern brown kiwi. Such a fascinating bird. It takes on so many attributes of a human. Their legs are so dense that they've lost the ability to fly. Most birds have hollow honeycomb type bones that allows them to be light and take off. The kiwi, not so much. Their bones are dense, full of marrow, so that they can jump over logs in the forest. Their wings, well, used to be wings, are gone. They're not there. They've got these little nubbins of arms with a little teeny claw that they don't even use. The feathers of the tokoeka Most birds have these woven feathers that are great for flying. The tocoeka has hair-like feathers that are soft. The bill on the kiwi, in fact, did you know it's the shortest bill of any bird in the world? How can that be? Well, the way scientists measure bird bills is from the end of the nostril to the end of the bill. Well, the kiwis, their nostrils at the very end for probing and finding insects. So that distance is so small. It's a fun fact. And how big do you think a kiwi is? Do you think it's the size of a kiwi fruit? Like this? What? Thank you. Like this? No. Is it the size of a sweet potato? No, it's the size of a 10-pound chicken. These things are huge. 10 pounds. Not like this, a rugby ball. I can't wait to see my first ever southern brown kiwi, the tocoeka. All right, I am in heaven. So we're on a boat on the way around the island to where the kiwis are supposed to be. So it's an hour-and-a-half boat trip with the goal of seeing albatrosses and penguins. We've already seen them in the first 2 minutes. It can't get any better. Right there. Look at that. Oh my goodness. It hasn't flapped its wings once. It's just soaring. Here, it's coming over the boat. Ah! Wow.
Got some little blue penguins. Is it up on the right over there, Ian? Awesome. All right, they've just gone under, but oh, yeah, they're there. Little blue penguins just there on the right. You might actually be able to see them come outside.
3 little blue penguins right there. Right halfway between right here. To the right of the boat. They're the world's smallest penguin. Right there, right there. To the left of the boat. 1, 2, 3, and they go down. It's a sooty shearwater. It's an all-black, small seabird. But so they do a lot of flapping, but then they're also right in between the waves, always low to the water. And Maori have the ability to, at their tradition, go harvest 3% of the population, or 3 birds per person. As a delicacy, they take them out of the burrows and eat them. And they've been doing, there it is right there, real close here. Right here. Oh. Wow.
Out to us, Ian! Ian!
Yeah, right there, right there. Okay, hold on.
Right there. There it is. And come on, hop, 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 hop. Here goes hop.
Oh my goodness. Best bird I've seen yet.
What is the bird?
This penguin. It's awesome.
Is it because it hops so much?
It's just so cute. It's standing there and hopping on the rocks. It's got a cute little belly.
Just into the bush now. We just saw 2 yellow-eyed penguins. The rarest penguin in the world. They're they're tall. They're like waist high. And yeah, they're like, I don't know, 2.5 feet tall.
Your legs are
My
longer
waist,
than-
3 feet tall. I need to go grab it and put it up against my waist. But they're like black backs, white bellies, and they got this yellow ice stripe. Like they disappear when they turn around. And I guess they go like 100 meters in their burrows or up the mountain. So like they waddle at night when they're done fishing for the day, up into the woods. Where is it? It's right over here. Wow. 2 penguins so far. So while I'm birding, I'm also putting all the birds in eBird on my phone. So it looks like I'm playing with my phone, but no, I'm creating and making a checklist of all the birds I see. I do that for a couple reasons. One, because I'm getting old and my memory sucks and I don't want to forget all the birds I see, but also because the names of the birds that the guides use are different than the names that I use. So I try to cross-reference the bird name so that I don't miss one. They use mollymock as a small albatross, but eBird calls it an albatross. So when they say a white-headed mollymock or a white-fronted, I know it's a albatross. So I'm just kind of cross-referencing so that I remember the birds that I see. Also, on eBird, you can click on the bird's name and see a picture of it, and then that just double checks that is the bird I did see. So use technology when you have it. It helps you out. I can't stop looking everywhere. And it's so hard. You want to look at the Stewart Island shag, which is a lifer, and then a Cape Petrel lifer flies by. Everywhere you look are new birds. All right, I got to spend at least 6 years here. We're heading into the bush now. It's about 10 p.m. It's sun's down. It's getting dark. But it's time that we're going to be really quiet. So we aren't going to be talking. Everything's going to be hand signals and flashlights. We're going to be walking in the bush for about 2 hours. And mostly it's going to be listening, but we're also using thermal cameras, like looking through the bush to find the heat sense of the kiwi. Now here's the way it works. We're all given flashlights and told to walk silently, single file through the woods, and only put your flashlight down unless there's an obstacle and you can warn the person behind you not to bump your head. She never gave us the hand signal if we find the kiwi, because I want to find it before the guide does. Guides have these elaborate hand signals, ones that mean stop or to come quickly. But the biggest signal they have is when they turn their flashlights red. This means they have a kiwi. When that happens, our instructions are to hide our lights and to come quickly and quietly. We're at the 2-hour mark. No kiwis. It's so hard to find. At this point, I know we got to start turning back, but then the lights went red. celebratory hot chocolate. We looked for 2 hours and saw nothing. Like we went up the stairs, down the stairs. They took us on paths that like were guaranteed for kiwis. No kiwis. Like we were starting to walk back, like head down, shoulders slumped, come all this way for no kiwis. I was like, I gotta book another night. We gotta do this again. Is there some guarantee where you get another trip for free? All these thoughts were going through my head, and then the light went red. I got a view of it. Not great video, but I got a view of it. And then we did the happy dance. We did it, we saw it. And then on the way back to the boat, luckily I was at the front of the line, and the guide found another one. We found another kiwi, and it was right there. Like, and I got amazing video of the kiwi crossing the path. Like, dream come true. 2 kiwis. Toko'ika is the brown kiwi of the South Island, Stewart Island. It's only found here. We saw 2 of them. Man, bucket list, check. We found a kiwi in New Zealand. Cheers with a hot chocolate. It is now 12:55 a.m., almost 1 a.m. It's a good way to start a day. This trip almost didn't happen. See, there's only like 4 accommodations on the island, and you have to stay overnight to be able to see the kiwis because you don't get off the kiwi tour till after midnight. But all the accommodations were booked. And I thought, you know what? Let me just call. And so this wouldn't have happened had I not picked up the phone and called the Stewart Island Lodge. And Cindy and her husband Hilton are new owners, and they bent over backwards to make it happen. They finagled some things and they worked us in, and it was an amazing place. They got this balcony that looks over the entire harbor and the island. We had tui birds, we had the New Zealand pigeon in their backyard. It was a fantastic stay, and it was just a 5-minute walk from the wharf. If you're gonna stay on Stewart Island, give them a try first. And the breakfast this morning, oh my goodness. Full continental breakfast and good coffee, and you know how important coffee is to me. My recommendation, plan this trip into your New Zealand adventure and book ahead. Stewart Island Lodge.
It means a lot that you watch and subscribe and comment on my videos. I'm making them for you. Whether I'm doing a tutorial on bird identification, or I'm giving a review on binoculars, or I'm out adventuring and finding birds all over the world, it's for you guys. So just thanks a lot from the bottom of my heart. And I'm committed to making and publishing a new video every week, whether it's a review or whether it's an adventure. So just thanks for watching. And until next time, I'll be always birding.